Let's get into it. Sold Not For Sale podcast. China loves Trump? What? Was anyone else aware of this? I had no idea that China loved Trump. Listen to this CNN clip. It's very interesting. All this is coming about right now because basically this guy here, China's vice president, is going to be attending the inauguration. Trump also released this statement on Truth saying he spoke with to Chairman Xi Jinping of China. They call him the chairman? I thought he was a president. I thought he was the emperor. Whatever. I thought he was a dictator. Whatever. The call was very good for both China and the USA. It is my expectation that we will solve many problems together. And starting immediately, we discussed balancing trade, fentanyl, TikTok, and many other subjects. President Xi and I will do everything possible to make the world more peaceful and safe. That was Donald Trump saying that. And then CNN did this little cover piece on him, talking about how much the Chinese people love Trump. Listen to this.
Now, China, Trump has become a cultural phenomenon. I mean, that's incredible to see. And we shared a little bit of that, but wait till you see what Will Ripley has to show you.
Extraordinary diplomatic moves by Chinese President Xi Jinping. A phone call Friday with Xi and President-elect Donald Trump.
Now, China...
Sorry about that, guys. Let me slow it down.
Trump has become a cultural phenomenon. I mean, that's incredible to see. And we shared a little bit of that, but wait till you see what Will Ripley has to show you.
Extraordinary diplomatic moves by Chinese President Xi Jinping. A phone call Friday with Xi and President-elect Donald Trump.
I have a very good relationship with President Xi. We have been communicating with each other.
The phone call seen as a rare public signal of Xi's willingness to work with Trump, an unusual move by China's leadership. Adding to the diplomatic gesture, Xi, for the first time, sending Vice President Han Zheng to Washington for Monday's inauguration. Han, the highest-ranking Chinese official ever to attend a U.S. presidential swearing-in. Trump's return to the White House is a trending topic on Chinese social media. People are calling the latest SpaceX Starship explosion a fireworks celebration for Trump from his friend Elon Musk. China's admiration for Trump comes with an ironic twist. On social media, he's nicknamed Nation-Building Trump, a reference to how his divisive policies and personality, along with his focus on China, propped up Beijing's global standing. Also, comments like these: "The Dragon King is coming back," the official photo of American Empire's King Trump. Don't worry, TikTok is the home base for Trump. He won't ban it. These Chinese kids are even learning to dance to YMCA. Village People are on Trump's inauguration performance list. Trump's popularity in China is a cultural phenomenon. His likeness has appeared on Lunar New Year items, from a Year of the Dog statue to a Year of the Pig shirt. Now, Trump is being called, jokingly, the king who knows everything, a nod to this popular new MAGA hat.
Chinese people look at him and contrast him with their lifeless leaders, and they say, he's the guy we like.
On Chinese social media, comparisons are emerging between Trump and Zhen Huan, the cunning and resilient protagonist of the hit Chinese drama Empresses in the Palace.
There is even a Trump fandom in China. The Chinese call Trump Chuan Ye. The meaning is a great Trump grandfather.
This is not Trump's first cultural impact in China. During his first presidency, he became the only foreign leader in modern history to dine in the Forbidden City. The move, orchestrated by Beijing, appealed to Trump's love for spectacle, a brief honeymoon phase in U.S.-China relations, later derailed by trade wars and the pandemic.
It all can go downhill very quickly, as we saw the first time around. But despite all of this rhetoric and the tough on China cabinet led by Marco Rubio that Trump is assembling, people in China do genuinely really respect him, almost love him. They like the fact that he's rich. They like the fact that he has socially conservative views. A lot of people in China share those views. So it's really interesting to go on the Chinese internet and just see all of this praise for Trump, even with people knowing that it could be a very bumpy 4 years ahead.
Yeah, it is. It is really fascinating, but incredible how overwhelming. I mean, down to learning the YMCA. All right, Will Ripley, thank you very much. And Fareed Zakaria is out front with me now. Fareed, you talk about learning the YMCA. It's just a small thing that actually means a lot and says a lot. And then you've got this phone call between Trump and Xi, and you've got the Chinese vice president heading to Trump's inauguration, which is an unprecedented event to send someone of that level. What do you make of this moment?
Well, what is truly fascinating about it is Trump is a unique figure in American politics in that he can change his mind about almost anything, and his base doesn't care. He's able to do it. The political gymnastics that Donald Trump can achieve are breathtaking. Just think about it. This is the guy who originally banned TikTok. The original TikTok ban was put in place by Donald Trump in an executive order. And then the court ruled that he had overreached. You can't do it you have to do it by law. And now he's trying to use an executive order to undo a congressional law that has been passed 9-0 by the Supreme Court. So he's changed on China. And, the Democrats run scared on China. They're worried that they'll be seen as soft and dove. Trump can do anything. He's able to, kind of suddenly turn himself into a panda lover and boast about it. And it doesn't matter. And I'm sure the Chinese
Panda lover so sounds like something Archie Bunker would say to his son-in-law. His son-in-law brings a friend over. What are you, some kind of panda lover? What's going on here? What? What does that mean? Did I just say something terrible? I looked it up. I couldn't find anything. It sounds wild. We can expect this gentleman to resign very soon. If it means like what it sounds like, you're going to have to resign, and he should anyway. I mean, term limits for everybody. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about. Time to go, buddy. Okay, it's time to go. Anyway. And let me tell you something, H-1B, that whole debate, buddy, Trump's base wasn't sitting back like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. No. Not at all. MAGA doesn't play around. MAGA does not play around. They're willing to call out Trump. Like if they were just going to agree, if we were just going to agree with whatever, we would have agreed with Vivek, but a lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't agree with Elon. They make people explain themselves. And then after Trump got the backlash, he made Elon and Vivek take a step back. And now Vivek doesn't even seem like he's in the administration anymore. Trump's like, hey, listen, go be a senator. I don't know what you just caused, but go be a senator now, okay? No, I don't want you. No more Mar-a-Lago. You go stay in Iowa. Okay? You go stay there. You be a senator. So, I'm just putting it out there. But how weird is that China loves Trump? You know what, blue-haired people? You could learn a thing or two. All right? Respect your Dragon King, for God's sakes. Have some respect. Why don't you learn from the Chinese? Look at this lady. She did this. I didn't do that. You think I edited that? I put that there? Nope. That's her. She's like, it means grandfather. What? China's over there calling him grandpa? What's happening? What are you talking about? The Dragon King is back? King who knows everything? I don't even call him that. I've made a lot of positive Trump videos. I never call him king. Jeez. You blue-haired, nose ring having, anti-American people, you could learn a thing or two from the Chinese. You understand me? Crazy sentences coming out of people's mouths in 2025. Am I right? What's going on? China's celebrating Trump coming back? How does that even make sense? I partly don't even believe it. Like, especially the part with like the social media, I don't believe this. I don't know if I believe this. Like, somebody tweeted it. They probably put out a tweet. They were like, listen, you'll get 200 points on your social credit score if you say positive things about Trump going into the next election, going into the inauguration. Any positive thing said by January 20th will get you raised up in the social credit tier system. You'll be able to have 4 meals instead of 2. I'm kidding, guys. That's not happening over there. For all we know, I've never been to the place. You know, have you seen all these people? I'm not even gonna show any clips of it. Like Candace Owens, I think Nick Fuentes, Jake Shea, they're all on this Chinese communist app. It's called Red Note, and they're like, oh, even the guy who's called Cancel This, Ian Carroll is his name? I don't know. Like Steve Carell, Ian Carell, is that? I don't know. But they're all like, yeah, let's stick it to the government by joining this app, and it's in Chinese. It's like, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? People have gone so far their ways. It's wild. It's so wild to see. They're like, oh man, I'm on this new app. You guys need to join. What are you talking about? You think I'm going on to an app owned by the Chinese Communist Party? Hey, no. This is crazy. Got Nick Fuentes on X defending the CCP? What? Huh? And it's so silly. I see Candace Owens on it. Like, what are you guys doing? Well, they banned TikTok. Candace, you're not even on TikTok like that. Relax, buddy. This girl's 42 talking about, like, I want my TikTok. Buddy, come on. And I don't want any Candace smoke, so I apologize. I just said that, the jokes get ahead of me sometimes. I apologize, man. I don't want to debate Candace Owens on anything. I'm being honest here, okay? I don't want that problem. I just think it's really funny. It's weird what's going on. I'm watching CNN talk positively about Donald Trump and how loved he is by China. What? Chinese official going to Trump's inauguration. People are joining a Chinese, like, I got no problem with China. I don't like social credit scores. I think that's absolutely crazy. I don't like communism. I think that's crazy. I don't like dictatorships. I think that's crazy. So I got a little bit of an issue with the government, but not the people. I just think it's all very odd. Like, what's going on in 2025? What are we in? We're just entering week 3? What's going on? Guys, just relax. Everybody's acting like they're not making 6 figures just posting on YouTube and X. Everybody's saying, oh, I don't got my TikTok. Oh, I want my extra $70,000. Buddy, because I know the numbers now, okay? I've been doing this a lot. Yeah, I know I know what people are making. Millionaires. And Candace is married to a millionaire. Whatever. I'm not getting into it. I'm just going off on a rant here. But what's going on right now? The Dragon King has caused so much craziness before he's even taken his seat at the throne as the king that knows everything. Fireworks celebration for Trump from his friend Elon Musk. Super happy time. It's super happy, fantastic time in the United States of America. Fireworks celebration for Trump. No, man, something exploded. This is crazy. But, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't think relations are going to stay all that great between Trump and China. But, one person said something that I think makes sense. There's a lot of people trying to act like China is a zero threat. And I think that's nonsense. I think that's complete nonsense. Of course, they're a threat. They're a little bit of a threat, especially think about this. If they're making all the medication, that's a threat right there. What if they just shut it down? What if they just say, we're shutting it all down? What if everything that they send over to America, what if they just said, no more of that? That's a threat. There's a threat there, But even more so, there are threats on different levels. But somebody said this, and I found it, I think this makes sense. There's a lot of politicians that want to start a Cold War with China. China is not our enemy. China is our rival. Now, I don't think that, well, you know what? I do think they're a little bit of the enemy. I mean, if they're responsible, like so many documentaries and statistics and just overall information have proven that they're responsible for a lot of the fentanyl that comes in, them in hand with the cartels are responsible for thousands upon thousands of American deaths. It kind of does make them the enemy, but not the enemy, but a enemy, especially if they continue to do it, which Trump has already talked about in that tweet that he sent. But I do agree with the sentiment that they're a rival, and I think that that needs to be taken into consideration, which is why President Trump is willing to have conversations with them, because you can have conversations with a rival, and you can have conversations on different levels. So when it comes to the whole Fent thing, you can look at them like an enemy. When it comes to everything else, you can look at them like a rival. But either way, there's a thin line between enemy and rival. It's just a slight thing has to happen, and all of a sudden that rival becomes an enemy, But this person's saying something positive here. They say President Trump is one of the only leaders who understands this. We should end our reliance on Chinese manufacturing and maintain a good relationship with them. I could agree with that. I could kind of agree with that, as much as I don't like to hear what their people are going through in regards to like a credit score system and stuff like that. I think that's terrible. There's been videos people have released how it all works, the public shaming. If you owe money, your face could be on a billboard. If your friend tries to call you and you owe money, your call will get intercepted and you'll get a message telling you to remind your friend that they owe money. That's a real thing that happens over there. It's really wild. Justin Trudeau probably has the most wild dreams about this type of scenario happening throughout the world. But yeah, it's I don't like that. But yeah, I get the whole maintain a good relationship. The same way I don't get mad when Trump says that, President of China, Emperor, whatever you want to call him, Dragon King, I don't know. But the same way when he says Putin and that guy are smart. He'll say they're very smart men, and people get really mad because it's like, oh, they're monsters. Why are you calling them smart? And it's like, well, Trump doesn't exactly want to go into a negotiation and have the president of China be like, is this you calling me a thug and a monster? Is this you who said that about me? Okay, let's talk now. You don't really want that, so I get it. But just weird things going on, man. Who would have thought? China loves Trump, but I guess the world over does. What did my buddy tell me? He said that they were talking about it. I think my buddy was telling me that they were talking about it in Cuba. They were talking about Trump coming into power in Cuba. They're just talking about it. Oh, and my friend who is where is he? He's like near Croatia. There's some Slavic country. I forget what it's called. But it's a really small place, like Orthodox Christian type place. And they're talking about it. They're talking about what happens when Trump gets in office. So, he's a rare president, man. And a lot of people need to appreciate what's about to happen over the next 4 years. It won't all be good. I can't possibly say that because he's a human being and he has a lot of human beings under him. But it's going to be something like we've never seen before in a positive way. Anyways, guys. Try to be more like China. If you don't like Trump, try to be more like China and love Trump. And like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. It helps us tremendously. And other than that, I'm out.